Today is New Year's Eve. It is in the afternoon here in Sweden. And in a little bit, in maybe 20-30 minutes, the big fireworks will start. So we'll see if they start during this episode or if we end before. Today's episode will be about fear. With the year ending, a lot of developments in one way coming to a close, and in one way continuing in the new year. There is a lot of fear in the air. There are on the big stage, the global stage, there are a lot of threats being made. And during all that, at the same time, we, ordinary people, try to live our lives, try to find a pathway through all of these threats, all of this uncertainty. We bear great responsibilities toward our families, and the fear is real. If we layer all of our responsibility on top of all the threats that are being tossed around right now, that makes for extremely difficult situation emotionally. I have chosen the title for today's episode. I've chosen the title Fear of Losing Everything. I've chosen this title as a sort of I've chosen it to put into one sentence the total of the experience right now, the total of the fear, the total of the threats, the total of the crushing responsibility of providing for our families, both financially and emotionally. By listening to me on this podcast, you will find emotional skills, emotional perspectives, and the title Fear of Losing Everything is sort of how it feels right now. If we look toward the future, if we look to our 21-point STAR framework of emotional skills. And there is one situation in the framework that I have called long term. Its symbol is a green infinity symbol. And the situation in the framework, the long-term situation, runs like a vertical line, cutting the model in half. So if we start at the bottom, where it says long-term and the green infinity symbol is, and we make our way up, that is the way of the future. We want to go up. When we look to the future, and especially when we look to the future in times such as these, when there are a lot of threats in the air, it is very difficult to look to the future and not be swept away by the fear of losing everything. It is very difficult to move past that first crushing wave of the fear of losing everything. It is very difficult not to panic when we look to the future. Today, the year is ending. Tomorrow, a new year begins. It is very difficult to look to the future and not panic. It is very difficult to not panic, and it is supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to be easy. That is key today when we ring in the new year. Looking towards the future in these times, for us and our family, it is not supposed to be easy. It is not supposed to be very clear. So, what I can offer to you, the listener, here in this podcast, right here and right now, is company. I can offer company to you in the knowledge that looking towards the new year is not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be clear. I know that you are serious people. I know that you are competent people. I know that you have perspectives. I don't. I know that you have skills. that I don't. I do not know your life. I do not know the complexity of your family. But you do. I think that's it, actually, for what I wanted to say about the fear of losing everything. Do you have anything you want to add, something you're thinking about?
Do you have anything the listeners can take with them into the new year?
Start out slow.
Yeah.
Regularly pause. At the middle of our star framework, it says pause. This podcast, this show is called Pause. Do that. Pause as often as you can. It doesn't have to be very long. You can pause for 1 second. But pause. Start out slowly. So that's it. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.